Are you people getting that same sound?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. What sound is this? Bharti, do you hear this sound? Or it's only me who are hearing this sound?
No, no, even I'm hearing the sound.
Manoj, what about you?
No, I am not able to.
Now
Okay,
it's
now
gone.
There are 3 other callers on the call.
We have different phases into it. You have a project preparation phase. I think these guys need to make me a presenter. Okay, Bharti is a presenter now. Now I'm presenter. Able to see my screen now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You have a project preparation phase, blueprint phase, realization phase, final preparation phase. What sound is this? Where am I getting? Hold on, let me check. I don't know, Manoj, I'm getting it from your end. This one.
No, I am not doing anything.
Okay. Final preparation phase and the go live. These are the 5 phases. It is during this phase that we design the enterprise structure. How do we design? You have a certain QNDB, question and database with you. Based on that question and database, you will collect the information from the client. Okay. Okay. You will collect from the client that QNDB, question and database, like, what are the branches. They will not understand the terminology or the words, jargon words related to the SAP. It is all those words that QNDB will be available with the consulting companies with whom you are joining. They have their own templates. You will take those templates, you will reach out to them. Based on that questionnaire, you will collect the information from the client. based on that you will prepare two documents. One is as is document, another one is a to be documentation. As is as per company code, as per the company, whatever it is, how the company is operating, you'll put in this documentation. To be is related to how you will fit this in SAP. Fit in SAP. So something which you cannot fit in SAP, that you will term it as a gap. Something you cannot fit.
Okay.
You cannot fit in SAP, that is termed as gap. For this gap, what you will do is either you do any kind of a development or enhancement, or you give some workaround for that. Okay, for that particular whatever that you are not able to fit in SAP. It is during this phase that I designed this enterprise structure to the company. So each module, FI, SD, MM, all these people will have their own enterprise structure. Now how does our enterprise structure looks like? Enterprise structure. Now, as I said, that each individual module will have their own enterprise structure. Like finance will have their own structure, materials management will have their own structure, sales and distribution have their own structure. But unless and until the finance structure is not designed, no other module people can move forward unless until that is designed. So this is our enterprise structure which we are going to design now. I hope everyone is okay with the client, right? Bharti,
Yeah.
Manoj,
Yeah.
what's client is, right?
Yeah.
How it is, who is responsible for creating the client and what does the client consist of, right? Okay. Now let us design a company in the SAP. Okay. Now Tata is a company, right? I hope everybody knows this.
Yeah.
Tata Iron Steel is also a company, right?
Yeah.
Tisco,
Yeah.
right? TCS is also a company, right? Consulting services.
Yes.
Okay. Tata Motors is also a company, right? Hello? Am I right?
Yeah.
So this is also a company. Tata is also a company. Huh? This is also a company. This is also a company. What? You're getting my point?
Maybe the Tata will be the trustee,
Tata will be the
trust or the primary.
trust. Okay. And what about this? Tata and Steel, Tata Consulting, Tata Motors.
These are big companies, which
These are
is
the companies.
under the Tata.
Okay. What about you, Bharti?
Yeah, same thing I think. So
Okay.
can Tata be
Tata.
client?
Huh?
Can we take
No,
Tata
no,
as client?
Tata is client.
Mm-hmm.
And these are companies.
Yeah.
Okay. See, in general, we call this as a company. Tata is a company. Under this company, these are referred as subsidiaries.
Okay.
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 In general, from the domain side. Okay. Now, if you call in SAP, how they are referred in SAP, I'm saying now here. In SAP, they are referred this as a company and this as a company code.
Okay.
Is the bifurcation clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is in SAP. This we usually call in our domain, generally. This is, okay. The jargon words in general, again in SAP, on the floor, okay, like usually in the companies when you work, they refer some different names to it, right? This is called as a group and this is called as a legal entity. Now, if Manoj happens to go for an interview, the interviewer will ask, what was your group? They will not ask, what was your company? What group did you work for? How many legal entities did you have in that group? Getting this?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what do we call this company as a group? Why do we call as a company called as a legal entity? This company is basically as a group because you try to derive a consolidated balance sheet at a group level.
Okay.
Why do we call this as a legal entity? Because you need to derive P&L and balance sheet for each individual subsidiary or each individual company code, because they enjoy own privileges, each one
Okay.
different from others, right? And all has got a legal binding. If you have set up a consulting services in India, you will enjoy more benefits than setting up a Tata Motors, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All different, you will enjoy all the different privileges for each subsidiaries or company codes, right, Bharti?
Yeah.
Getting this?
Yeah.
You cannot say all combined together, because you might be charged a different level of taxes for Iron Steel, different level for Tata Consulting Services, different level for Tata Motors. So you have to derive individual balance sheets and P&L accounts. That is why this has got a legal binding. So that is why this is called as a legal entity. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So let's define this company and company code. So what will define a company as? See, usually in general, in the real time, usually we give number to this, like this, 2000, okay, 1100, something like that we give. Hello, getting this?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Something like that. This you need to, this is a naming convention that you cannot define whatever you wish like. Okay, you define a conflict document during that time. In the project team, they'll decide this naming, what the naming should be. Depending on that, you define. So what we will define over here is, I'll be defining over here for our understanding. Let's say we'll go with a numeric value. Alphanumeric. We'll go for company code, and this what I'll do is, I'll define like this, Bharti, as a company. So this we will use as BH01. Like this we'll define, okay, BH02, something like this. So this is my group, these are my company codes. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
so enterprise structure, same, I came to SPRO, again I'll start, same, SPRO, reference IMG, you're getting this right?
Yeah.
Hello? So enterprise structure, definition, financial accounting, under this define company.
Yeah.
I click on this define company, new entries. So here I have the company. So what we said, we'll define the company as PHARTI, right? Bharti Group. So this is the shortcut we write, right? TCS, something like this. BGP, short form to it. Some 13, some street. some number you give. New York. So let's see in how many countries can we do implement SAP. How many on the top? Here?
235.
So you can survive in 235 countries. You know SAP on this. Okay. So this is nothing but if you don't know anything, you can take a help over here for keying in the details. There's a small pop-up over here. Okay, you click on this, you'll get it.
Okay.
Whichever country you want to, either you search it manually like this by just scrolling here and there, or you have this find over here. You can search like this, US. So here you got to find next. In the first attempt it did not find, so go for the next, like this. You already answered like this. Language EN. Currency always goes with the country, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I use INR over here or AUD or EUR? No, right?
Yeah.
So I should use the currency USD only, right?
Yes.
See here.
Yeah.
So how many currencies are there? See here. 218
18.
currencies. Okay. If you add on a patch, you have it in Hindi and Tamil also for this. USD. Now I have keyed in these details, everything. Now I need to save this, right? See here. This is like normal, right? Once you save this, like a Excel, when you save as a pop-up will come, see, right? As to where you want to save, right?
Yeah.
Normal Excel, Bharti, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Similarly, see, when I'm trying to save this, a pop-up comes here. See, right? But this is not my like folder, right? See, the moment I save this, it is asking, giving me something else to save it over here, right? Like this, some word and something. But I want to save somewhere else, right? So what I'll do, wherever I want to save, I'll go and say save somewhere in a particular folder, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly over here also, see, we need to create our own request where you want to save. This is where it gets saved. This is the number. So I'll create here, see here. Create a request. This is not my request, this is someone else's request. I'll say create. So you follow a naming convention to this. For description, what you're doing. Okay, you cannot design whatever you like. So I'm saying here, define company BHARTI, Bharti, something like this. Naming convention. So the
Okay.
moment I save, see, it will change. All these things will change here. See, it changed, right? Right, change, no? Hello?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Now watch this. Now what is the significance and purpose of this? This is very important. Okay. So let me put a design one landscape. $200, $300, $400, $500. This is the development server. This is the quality server. You know the word server, right? When I'm using the word. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Production server. Production server. These are all my clients. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. These are my clients. Okay. Okay. Now this 100 client is referred as a development client or a golden client, okay, or config client, okay, where I do configuration. right? This 200 is another quality, okay, or testing, okay, Bharti, testing. Third one, sandbox. Now I hope you people are very clear what's a client is. These are all clients, 100, 200, 300. This 400 is again a quality or testing. This is the production client. Okay. Now let us understand what is the significance of this. So where did we do configuration? What is our client? Hello?
Bharti.
Yeah. What's our client? Where did we do configuration?
Under Bharti company.
No. Bharti is a company name. What's our client?
Okay.
800.
800. Oh, okay.
Okay. Either I should be sleeping or you should be sleeping. Right. Did we discuss or no this yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Client.
Yeah.
So this is where we are configuring it, right? For
Yeah.
our 800 I did the configuration. So what is the configuration I did? I was defining a company, right? This
Yeah.
part, right? So this is getting saved in this request, right? So I'm defining over here, right? In 800, right?
Yeah.
Now whatever I'm defining this company, this I need to test it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
This defined company, whatever I'm trying to do, I need to test this. So where do I test? I can test only in over here, 200 client. But the
Okay.
configuration is done in 800. Can I
Yeah.
test over here then?
No.
Not possible, right? Bharti, getting this?
Yeah.
We had to, first you understand this. I did configuration in 800. Everyone agree on this?
Yeah.
Bharti?
Yeah.
Okay. Now when the configuration is done in 800, I want to do testing. To do the testing, the test data is available only in the quality. So,
Yes.
can I test in 200?
No.
Because the data is lying in 800. The configuration is lying in 800, but the test data is in 200. But the testing can be done in 200, not in 800. So what we do is, the significance, I'm trying to make you understand the significance of this request. This is called as a request. This request need to be transported from 800 to 200. So what we use a transaction code SCC1. Okay, note down. See, I go here, SCC1. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now, first what I have to do, I have to first, before I go to this transaction code, first I need to log into 200 client. Which client?
Okay.
200.
200. Like how I logged in into 800, right? First I need to log into 200. Like this, how we just clicked over here, right? See here, I'll show you. Like here, first you should use 200. Log into 200. So once you log into 200, after logging into 200, like for example, now you think I'm into 200 client now. Now I'm into 200 client. What is my source client?
800.
800, from where I'm getting the data. Here again I need to put the transport request number, what I was getting. This
Devi.
DEV, this.
Yeah.
This I need to keep it over here. Then schedule it or start immediately. What will happen the moment I say this particular configuration will come and sit in 200 client. Now I can do the testing. Clear? Clear, not clear?
Yeah.
Bharti, See,
Yeah.
I am ready to repeat. You have to just come out of it. Okay. You should let me know whether you're able to clear or no. Yeah, Bharti.
No, actually.
We need to log into 200, right? That is
Yeah.
clear? That's
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, till then it's fine.
Okay. Now I have logged in into 200.
Yeah.
This is 200 client.
Okay.
Now I need to pull that request, right? I need to get that request. I need to get that configuration into 200, right? So in order to get into that, my source client, where did I do the configuration? In 800, right? Bharti, where did we do the configuration? Define company.
800.
This is 800 client, right? Hello?
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kadir. Can you
Yeah.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Okay. Now source client is where did we do the configuration? 800, right?
800. Yes.
So this is the request number. This is where my defined company will be stored, right? In this transport request, right?
Yes.
So I give 800 transport request, start immediately. Then what will happen with this transport request, that data, that configuration will come and sit into 200 client.
Okay.
Then I can do my testing.
Okay.
After I pull into this 200 client, SCC1, in this SCC1 I give this transport request. I gave the transport request with the source client 800, right?
Yeah.
Then I pulled it up, then the data is over here now. Now the data is here. Now I can do the testing. Correct,
Okay.
Manoj?
Yeah.
Suppose the testing did not work. There was a fault. Again, I'll make the respective changes. Again, in that same request, again I'll put that. So what will happen? The request gets overwrite again and again. Okay?
Okay. And there
On this-
we did not. Sorry.
Yeah.
I have a question. Like there we didn't have to change the request the number.
No, you don't need to. Don't
Okay.
need to.
Okay.
Don't need to. You can save it in the same request. So once you
Okay.
keep on pulling that request, it will overwrite on that same request.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay, like how you are
Yeah.
saving in the same file. You keep on
Yeah,
adding and
yeah.
you will save it in the same file.
Override it. Okay.
Okay, overwrite on that
Yeah.
same file.
Okay.
Okay. Now this is fine. Now I did the testing. Okay, till here it is clear.
Yeah.
Now 300, this is a sandbox. Here you will do all your R&Ds. Okay, this is like a crap client. Okay, everything, all R&Ds, mischief, you guys play around in this. Nobody will ask you what you have done in this. Okay. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
800
I have
clear?
one.
Yeah.
I have one other question. We have just created one transaction and then we have tested in 200 client. Similarly, if we have suppose 100 or 200 transaction in 800, so are we going and one request number and we can just copy that and it automatically copy all the 100 transactions to 200 clients?
100 transactions I did not say. 100 configurations you have done. 100 sets of configuration you're saying.
Yeah, 100 set, like we have defined a company Bharti and under that we have some company code. We have done lot of other transactions.
Okay,
And
a lot of other settings you have done and you want to pull into 200. That is what you're saying,
200,
right?
yeah. So
Yeah,
just one,
you can, yeah, I got your point. You're saying if there are around 100, how do we pull it into 200, you're saying?
yes,
Huh?
yes,
Like over here, this is just one defined company. Maybe defined company code, fiscal year, chart
Yeah,
of account,
yeah.
so on, so on,
Correct.
so on, so on.
yes,
So all this you need to pull it into 200.
correct.
Either you save it in the same request, okay,
Okay, okay,
and then you pull it at once,
Okay.
all together at once,
okay, I got it.
okay. Like same, like a file. You keep
Yeah,
on
yeah, I
adding
got
to
it.
it, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
same thing. Okay. Now this is R&D sandbox. Then what is the difference between this testing and this testing? There are two. See here. This is the one. This is the one. What is the significance of these two testings? This testing is individual, specific to your module. Module specific. Okay. What do I mean by module specific?
Model specific means like if you are doing
FI,
some transaction-
FI,
yeah.
MM,
FI.
MM, SD,
Yeah.
SD, PP, PP, module specific. But
That's
here I will do integration testing.
Yeah.
What do I mean by integration? FI, MM, FI,
SD.
SD, like this.
Okay.
Integration. Clear, Bharti?
Yeah.
So now there is no data over here, right, to test that. Now I need to transport this from here till here, right?
Yeah.
Then the transaction code changes again. SE09 or SE10. Either one you can use. When you are transporting from one server to another server, from one client to another client, then you use a transaction code SE09 or SE10. But if you are transporting in the same server from one client to another client, we use SCC1. Clear? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me take you to SCC1. /n SC09 or SC10, whichever you feel like you can use. Both the same. Now here what you have to do, you have to log in into 800. Right, we are doing in 800 now, all this configuration for us.
Yes.
Yeah.
First login into 800. I logged in into 800. Display here. Click on this. Whatever the user you have created with, give the user display. So this is our request, right, just now?
Yeah.
Right, Bharti?
Yeah.
Your request consists of subtask. This is called as a subtask and this is called as a main task.
Okay.
Keep the cursor here. Click on this release first. Again I repeat, this subtask, keep the cursor here, click on release. Keep the cursor here, say release. What will happen? The basis consultant, they set up everything in the behind. The moment you say the release, it will move from here and it will come here. Clear, not clear?
Okay.
Yeah.
Manoj?
Yeah.
So I am moving the request from one server to another server by using this SE09 or SE10. First you need to release the subtask, then you now need to release the main task by clicking on this. Okay? So this is how it will come. Now you will do the respective testing. If it is not fine, again you do the changes, again you send it. Again you do the changes, again you send it. Clear? Okay. Now once the testing is good enough, then again you need to transport to production. So once you are transmitting to production, it will transport from here till here. From here
Okay.
to here. Not from quality. From here till here, again back. So again you'll use the same SE09 or SE10. All this activity will be taken care by the basis consultant. Clear, not clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You will not do this, all this transporting. What you have to do is, you have to send him the transport request asking him, please send it to quality so and so. You will keep on sending him, send it to so and so, send it to so and so. But the knowledge is very essential to know. Suppose what will happen at a certain location, if you go to a smaller companies, they cannot keep it to the waiting, and for the basis consultant to do this work, you can do it at your end. It's very simple, right?
Yeah.
Clear, Manoj?
Yeah. Then I have one question.
Yeah,
You
good.
know, you talk about like first select the subtask and then go over release and then select the main task. If you done it in opposite way, like if I select the main task and
The
then
system will
release
not allow. The system will not allow. It will throw an error. I'll show you.
it. Okay.
It will tell you, please release the subtask, then you go for a main task. The system will tell you. Still we have not saved it. Once we save it, then below details will come. Okay, I've not yet saved it. No, I kept it just like that. See over here. I did not say continue yet.
Okay.
Okay. Now the companies, bigger companies will go for this is called as a 3-system landscape. There are 3 systems, right? Oh yeah, 3 servers,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
3 systems. If there is smaller companies, they get rid of this. They don't need this. They'll not keep this. Okay, what they'll do, the individual testing as well as integration testing, they'll do it here. Okay, but SAP recommends to go minimum 2-system landscape, minimum. Okay, and don't think it is very easy to transport, just keep on transporting like this. Because imagine if a company is doing $1 billion turnaround, so this is $1 billion server for them. This production is very, very important.
Yes.
Okay, you can't keep on sending like this. Your request might be dependent on another config. So what will happen if you're sending something and it went wrong and the production server got down, then it will give a huge impact on them. So whenever you're transporting a request, you need to take an authorization from the higher ups, do detailed testing. There are so many prerequisites that you need to follow when you're transporting a request to the production server. Clear?
Okay.
Maybe till quality they will allow you. Okay, you test it. Then once you are transporting production, a huge, prerequisites are there that you need to follow up to send it. There are a lot of precaution taken when you're sending this. Clear, Bharti?
Yeah.
Manoj?
Yeah.
So
I have
this
one
is
other.
the, yeah.
Sorry. I have one other question. Go back to that screen of transport.
This one?
Yeah. When we have, yeah, like suppose first one, yeah. In this we have 2 subtasks, like either here under 2 to 9, we have 230, and we suppose we have 231 also. So
No, it will not come. It will not come that way. I'll show you. What you're saying, it will not come that way. Hello?
Okay.
I'll show you. Once I save this, I'll show you. How does it look like? So as of now, see, nothing is there below, right? See?
Yeah.
Right? I'll show you.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me save it. I'll say continue. Now it says data was saved, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me go back. I go back. Now again say display. Okay. Okay, now see here, I'm opening up this one. See, earlier this was not there, right?
Yes.
So what did we do? We defined company right now. This is what it is showing, see?
Yeah.
Okay, see here. View maintenance. This is the table name. Okay. What it's showing? Bharti, right? See?
Yeah.
Yeah. 800.
So in that particular configuration, the key table, that key field, you will have key fields, right? You know what's key fields, right? Hello?
Yeah.
Now in this, which is a key field?
Bharti.
Bharti is the key field. Main one, which drives others. Bharti.
Yeah.
So that is what it is displaying. Hey, this is all technical, so don't worry. You don't need to. Just I'm giving information on this. That's it. Bharti.
Okay.
Okay. Now remember what I told. Each configuration is a table, right?
Yes.
Earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Somewhere I wrote it also, I think. Here. Client here, see. Each configuration is set up in the form of a table. So this is also one table, but how do I know what table it is? Keep the cursor on any one of the field, press F1 on your keyboard. Okay. Can you see here this one icon, this technical information?
Mm-hmm.
Click on this. So what's the table name here?
VT880.
This is the name of the table. You double click on this table name, you will see all the fields here. Can you see all these fields?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Just now we filled, right? See?
Yeah.
All these fields. So this is the name of the table. So each configuration you can have a table name associated to it. Now if I want to see this table, please note down the transaction code. SE16N, SE16N. Enter. So I give the table name, right? This is the table.
There are 3 other callers on the call.
So remove this V underscore. Again you press enter. So now it is in an active mode. See, I can enter, right?
Okay.
If you know the company, key in the company, Bharti, execute. You will get the details. Select this, click on this magnifying icon, this, all the details are here. No, you don't know the name of that company, remove this, execute it. This is a find button this way.
Yeah, yeah.
Select same thing. So clear
Yeah.
about the table part?
Yes.
Okay. I will come back to your question over here. See, there will be no two subtasks under that. What you are thinking? Clear now?
Okay.
Earlier we had nothing over here. Now see, I'll open up this view maintenance. This was the table name. Under this table name, Bharti
Okay.
key field. This is what has been loaded. Clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, we have to select the only the subtask, correct? Here.
Yeah, only the subtask. You just
Okay.
need to keep the cursor. You open up, keep the cursor here, just say release. Keep the cursor here, just say release. That's it, it'll go. Okay, next. Now we define the company. Any questions still here? Hello?
No.
Okay. So just one configuration we did, man. Okay, back. This is the back button. Now I'm defining a company code. This one, edit, copy, delete, check company code. So I'm not going to copy. I'm going to edit company code. Click on this. Click on new entries. What did he say we defined? BH01, right? That is what we decided, right?
Yes.
So here I'll say Bharti Steels, something like that. City, whatever city you give. New York. Country. Currency. EN. This is very clear, na? Currency goes with the country.
Yeah.
Hello, you cannot use anything else. Okay. So again, see, I need to save it. So I'm saving it. See here. Save. This is already exists. Okay, with this. I'll use BA01. Okay.
Okay.
It's already exists, it says, with that name. Okay. So BA01 now. I changed it to. See, another screen popped up. Okay. Now I'll say continue. See here. What it says?
Fill in all required entry fields.
It usually happens, right? Even on the internet, if you are filling up some data, if you miss out certain data, it says fill in the complete data, right?
Correct.
There will be certain required fields, right?
Correct.
Right, Bharti? If you are filling up any particular form on the internet, what will happen? If you miss out any particular field, it will tell you please fill those fields, right? Because it's a required, mandatory, right?
Yeah, mandatory fields will be there.
Yeah. Same over here also. Tell me which is a mandatory field you are seeing here.
Whatever is in yellow, I think other communication.
No, you tell me whatever it is. I'll go ahead and fill. Which one you feel as a mandatory one? Manoj?
Name.
Name, okay. Bharti Steels. Company. Just say continue, I'm saying. See, again it is saying.
Okay.
So which is the one?
Country.
Which is the one?
Country.
Why? Because there is a checkbox. See? Can you see here?
Yeah.
So this is the required field. Mandatory. Others are all optional. If you do not fill also, you can go through. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just say continue. Now you tell me, Manoj, do I need to save in the same request or should I create another request?
Same request.
That depends. That depends upon the requirement of the project. If the project manager says, I want to club certain entries under one request, certain configuration under one request.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, that depends. So accordingly you will club it. If you are creating another request for that request, then there will be a sub request to it. But because I am creating in the same request, the sub task will be only one. I am saving it in the same request. See, the same request. Continue. Saved it. Now let us verify that. Right, Bharti, right?
Yeah.
This is the one, right?
Yeah.
See, opening up. Two done. One is company code, one is company. Two things defined now.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah.
Yeah, Manoj.
Yeah.
So like this, it keeps on adding over here under the same thing. There will be no two subtasks.
Okay.
Okay. So I want to define one more, right? We said one more, right? So let's say BA02. So my another company, I'll say Bharti Automobiles.
Okay.
So here I'll say New York, same thing I'll use. Yeah. This is only after the question in database. After you collect the data, I'll show you that question in database tomorrow. How that question in database look like. You'll go to the client with that question in database and you will collect the information. Then you will design the config document. Then you will design in the config document what you will design with the naming convention. Then you will go with the configuration after the approval. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
You cannot say whatever name I'll use. No, you cannot use like that. Okay. Save it. Same thing. Company Bharti Automobiles. See, US NY, some street you give, some number. Continue. Save. So two saved, right?
Yeah.
Now see here, we created two. Where did we write, man? Above over here, right? This changed right now. BA01, right?
Yeah.
BA02. Okay. Now this Bharti is under this, right? BA01 and BA02, right? Hello, this BA01 and BA02 is under Bharti, right?
Yeah.
Manoj?
Yeah.
But the system does not understand, man. In order to make the system understand that BA01 and BA02 are falling under that Bharti company, you do the assignment here.
Okay.
So I'll say assign company code to company. So whenever there is assignment, just like a layman, click on the position. So what's the company code? BA01, right?
Yeah.
Enter. So what's the company?
Bharti.
Bharti. If you don't remember, you take a help over here. Go here. Or F4 with the search. You search it manually or same like you can use this. Bharti. Like this. Pick it up. If you know, you give it directly. Getting this, Bharti?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now the system understands this company. Now you need to understand the relationship over here. So one company can have many company codes. Agree? Disagree?
Agree.
Yeah.
One company code can be associated with only one company. Agree? Disagree?
Sorry. One company code.
one company code. A single company code can be associated with only one company, Bharti. For this
Yes.
company code, I cannot assign another company, Reliance, Tata, or Manoj, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right, Bharti?
Yeah.
So if you see relationship from company code to company, it is 1 to 1.
Yeah.
But if you look from company to company code, it is 1 to many.
Many.
Yeah, I'm slow, fast, whatever it is, please let me know. You able to understand or no on this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So in our this enterprise structure, we looked into client, company, company code. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So we will meet up tomorrow. I'll stop here. So tomorrow we'll continue with the later one, chart of accounts and all those aspects. Okay.
Okay.
Here, right? You're getting this, or now I'll start with mostly with the subject. So wherever the technical requirement is there, the knowledge I'll give you there then and there. Okay.